Here is Algebra 2 homework for Friday, September 27th. You had to solve these story problems that we set up in class. Question number 1, the sum of two numbers is 128. The difference is 44. So I would solve these two by adding them right down. You end up with 2x is equal to 172. Divide by 2. So 172 divided by 2 is 86. And then 128 minus 86. So 86 plus y is equal to 128. 128 minus 86 is equal to 42. So the two numbers are 42 and 86. And you can add them up and check to see that they add to be 128 and their difference is 44. So 86 and 42 are the two numbers. Number 2, you could subtract, I would take the difference of these two instead of adding them down because these are both y's. So if you turn one of the equations, x plus y equals 23, and make this negative 1/2 x minus y equals negative 17, and if you add 1 minus 1/2 is 1/2 x, and you get 6 here, and then multiply by 2, x is 12. So one of the numbers is 12. So then what's 23 minus 12 is 11. So 11 and 12 are the two numbers. The next one. We have nickels and dimes, 23 of them. We have nickels are worth 5 cents, dimes are 10 cents, and we have $1.50. I would get rid of these decimals right here. I would turn this equation into 5n plus 10d equals 150. Then I would multiply this top equation by negative 5. And you get negative 5n minus 5d equals 23 times 5 is 115. And keep this bottom one the same. These add up to be 5d is equal to 150 minus 115 is 35. So we have 7 dimes. Plug 7 in here, and 23 minus 7 is 16. We have 16 nickels. Next one. We have 20 quarters and nickels. Nickels are 5 cents, quarters are 25 cents, and we have 260. So again, I would move the decimal 2 places over here. And we get 260 here. I would multiply this whole thing by negative 5. Let's just do that right now. Add, you get 20 cubed equals 160. And these zeros cancel. 2 goes into 16 8 times. So that would be 8 quarters. And if you subtract 8 from 20, you get 12 nickels. Next one. Sporting goods store sells soccer and baseball shoes. We have 50 pairs of shoes. The soccer shoes are 25. The other shoe, the baseball shoes are $30, and we brought in $13.40 in revenue. So here's your two equations. I would multiply this top equation by negative 25, and you will get negative 25s minus 25b equals 25 times 50 is 1250, so it's negative 1250. And you keep your bottom equation the same. Those cancel, you get 5b equals 1340 minus 1250 is 90. And then divide that by 5, and you get 18 for B. And B stands for baseball shoes. So we have 18 pairs of baseball shoes. And subtract that from 50, that would be 32 soccer shoes. Next one. Number 6, we have hot dogs and hamburgers. We have 8 packages. The hot dogs are $1.60, the hamburgers are $5, and we have $23 spent. So I would, you could, if you want to just multiply this top equation by negative 5, there's not too many decimals in here. If you multiply this by negative 5, you get negative 5d, because I want to get rid of b, minus 5b equals negative 40. So negative 5 times this whole thing is that. And then keeping this, we can handle that decimal. Okay. So we have negative 5 plus $1.60. It's negative 340. These are going to cancel. And negative 40 plus 23 is negative 17. And divide. And you end up with 5. D is 5. So that means we're going to purchase 5 packages of hot dogs and subtract that from 8, and we're going to have 3 hamburger packages. Next one. We have adults and children. We have 210 people, and it's adults are $6 a ticket and children's $3 a ticket, and we brought in $930. How many of each at this fundraiser? I would multiply this top equation by negative 3. So you get negative 3a minus 3c equals negative 630. Keep the bottom one the same. And you end up with 3a equals 600. And a is 200. So that would be 200 adult. And 200 minus 210 is 10 children. Now I would look at this answer and say, did I make a math error? Because it sounds a little off. So let's double check this. Let's multiply negative 3, so we get 3 and 3. Did I do that right? 3. Yep, that's right. And, oh, that's my math error right here. Here's my error. So I did have an error. 930 minus 630 is 300. So I knew that this kind of sounded unreasonable, so I caught my error. Okay, so negative 360 plus 930, that's my error. I should have had 300 right here. Divide this by 3 and I get 100. So it's 100 adults and then it would be 110 children. That's better. Next one, We're investing $6,000 in two accounts. We've established the two equations, x plus y is 6,000, and 0.05x plus 0.09y is 380. So this we converted to 5x plus 9y equals 38,000. We multiplied everything by 10 here, did that in class. Now this equation, I'm going to leave it for a second, just rewrite it. These are two equations. I would probably multiply this top equation by -5, and I would get, I'm going to write it right here, -5x minus 5y equals -30,000, and then 5x plus 9y equals 38,000. And when I combine these two equations, I end up with 4y equals 8,000. Divide by 4 and you get 2,000. So that means I'm going to invest $2,000 into the account that earns 9%. And then subtract that from 6,000, that would give me 4,000 into the account that earns 5%. Next one, 9. A student is investing $5,000 in two savings accounts. So x plus y is 5,000. And the two accounts earn 3% and 4%, and we're going to earn $185. So the top equation we'll leave alone. We have x plus y equals 5,000. And the bottom one, I'm going to change all these decimals to 3x plus 4y equals 185. I have to add 2 zeros to that number. Now I'm going to multiply this top equation by, let's say, -3, so that these cancel. So right across, I get -3x minus 3y equals -3 times 5,000 is -15,000. Keep this bottom equation the same. And so I get 1y is equal to 18,500 minus 15,000. 18,500 minus 15,000. I get 3,500. Now, is that reasonable? Is that less than 5,000? Yes, it is. So I'm going to answer my question like this. I'm going to say $3,500 into the 4% account and subtract that from 5,000. You get 1,500, 1,500 in the other account, the 3% account. And these two add up to be 5,000. And the last homework problem. We have two types of vinegars. We need 200 milliliters, so x plus y is 200. One is 5%. The other is 6.5%, so 0.065. That's tricky to get that as a decimal is 0.065. And to figure out what our new mixture is going to be, you multiply the quantity, which is the 200 milliliters, times the new percentage, which is 6%. This is where the 12 comes from. So now, how do you solve this? Well, I'm going to move these. I have to go 3 places over to clear the decimal here. So that means I'm going to convert this to 50x. I had to move this 3 over, 1, 2, and add a 0. And then plus 65y equals, and this is going to be a 12 with 3 zeros. And then x plus y equals 200. Okay, top equation, I'm going to multiply by -50. So I get -50x minus 50y equals 5 times 2 is 10. It's going to be a -10 with 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. And then copy 50x plus 65y equals 12,000. When I'm running out of room, add these cancel, you get 15y equals 2,000. And 2,000 divided by 15 is 133. So it looks like 133 and a third. And that would be the 6.5% amount, 133, and we're talking milliliters. And how do you get the other one? You're gonna do 200 minus that answer. So 200 minus that answer, and you end up with 66 and 2/3. So X is 66 and 2/3. So these are the 2 milliliters. The 66 and 2/3 is the 5% of the 5%, and 133 and a third is the 6.5% solution. And that concludes our homework.